Hi there. How are you doing today? Today I'm going to talk to you about blood pressure and managing your blood pressure in natural methods. And I'm going to go over a lot of different things having to do with where high blood pressure comes from the perspective of Chinese medicine, and how functional medicine can help guide your treatment of blood pressure. I'm going to show you some acupressure points that you can use um, to manage your blood pressure. And also, I'm going to talk to you about dietary changes and things like that. So, I'm Dr. Shiroko Sokitch, owner of Heart to Heart Medical Center, and the author of the book, Healing When It Seems Impossible 7 Keys to Defy the Odds. Now, if you're listening to this, you probably already know what high blood pressure is. But basically, if your blood pressure runs, there's a upper number and a lower number. And if the upper number runs above 140 to 160, that's sort of moderate. And then if the lower number runs between 80 and 90, that's sort of in the moderate range. But then when it goes above 160 over 90 plus, then it becomes high blood pressure or different intervention. So, and if your blood pressure consistently stays relatively high, no matter what you're doing, you need to manage it, because there are many possible complications of having high blood pressure. One of the things about blood pressure is that it's basically measuring how hard the heart has to work to circulate blood. And so if the blood vessels are stiff or they're not moving correctly, then that's when the heart has to work harder, which can then cause problems. And you want your blood vessels to be flexible and soft. So there are, in Western medicine, or in sort of the Western point of view, there are 10 possible causes of high blood pressure, or even more when you really think about it. But the main one is stress, chronic stress, and difficulty managing stress. So if you have chronic stress, then your blood pressure could be chronically high because of that. It can be because of dietary factors, like they say that too much salt can be a problem. Although in my experience, some people need more balance of minerals, not just salt. It could be because you're overweight. It could be because your hormones are out of balance, especially around perimenopause. Your hormones can be out of balance, and so that can cause a problem. It can be because you have kidney problems. So when your kidneys aren't working properly, because there are certain hormones that the kidneys produce that regulate blood pressure. The kidneys also regulate that salt management of your body, the how much salt is in your cells. And so if there's problems there, could be if you have sleep apnea. So if your body's not able to if you're not getting enough oxygen when you sleep, that's what sleep apnea is, then that could be a part of the problem. And of course, bad habits like cigarettes and alcohol can cause your blood pressure to go high over time. So those are all possible reasons. Also, withdrawal from certain medications will cause your blood pressure to go up. So that's another factor. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about Chinese medicine and blood pressure, because it's a little bit different. So in Chinese medicine, everything is based on the idea that you're made up of energy, and energy travels through your body in certain patterns. And when your energy is out of balance, then there are problems. So everything that we talk about in Chinese medicine is about balance. And the most important thing is this thing called yin and yang. So yin is the cool, moist, feminine, nighttime, moon sort of related energy, and the yang is the daytime, bright, masculine, hot, sunshine energy. And when those two things, and every organ has elements of yin and yang, but when those two things go out of balance, then you can have high blood pressure. Most common is when your liver's out of balance. So the liver in Chinese medicine regulates the smooth flow of energy in your whole body. So that means that when your energy has to flow through your body and stay easily flowing. So if the liver is out of balance, then it can cause your blood pressure to go up. Another thing that can happen is something called yin deficiency. So when your feminine, cool, moist, nighttime energy is deficient, so that would be this bucket here, then when this bucket is low, then this bucket sort of artificially rises up. And that's what can happen. So classic for blood pressure is when your kidneys energy, the yin kidney energy goes down, it supports the liver. And so then the liver energy can rise up. And so that's the most common reason that blood pressure is an issue in Chinese medicine. So there are acupressure, self-acupressure points that you can do on yourself to help lower your blood pressure. Let's say you notice that it's really high. So I'm going to show you a couple of those right now that are easy to show. So one is right at the very top of your head right here. And usually it's kind of tender. You can massage that point right at the top of your head. And that will help with lowering your blood pressure. And you can also go one point behind that. So it's like right at the top of your head right here, in the center of the top of your head, and then back here, another point. And those you can massage and it will help bring down your blood pressure. And one of the things to do whenever you're trying to make yourself feel better, because I've been talking here pretty much nonstop without breathing, so important to breathe when you're massaging the top of your head or anything you're doing to help yourself feel better. Be breathing, not like me where I'm just talk and not and not breathing. So if you take deep breaths and let them out and then massage the top of your head, that will help lower your blood pressure. Another point is the top of your ear. So I'm going to try to show you my ear right here. At the very top of your ear right here, it's kind of tender too. I have floppy ears, so. But anyway, you can massage right here, and that will also lower your blood pressure. And again, massage but breathe at the same time because the energy can't move if you're not breathing. So you have to take big deep breaths in order for the energy to move. And I'm famous for forgetting to breathe when I'm walking or sometimes when I'm busy doing something. So, and most of us are. So just try to remember to breathe. Another thing that can help you lower your blood pressure is the thing that also helps with anxiety, which is these points right here are what's called, they're special points. But if you get your fingers here and here, and you take some big deep breaths. So you breathe in, hold it at the top for 3 counts, let it out, hold it at the bottom for 3 counts. And it will calm down your whole nervous system. And that will also help lower your blood pressure. And then there are a couple of points in your feet. And I'm not going to bring my feet up to the table right now. So I'm going to show it to you from my hands. Imagine that this is your big toe. And this is your second toe and your third toe, right? There's a point right here between the second and third toes, like kind of at the web space. That point can also help lower blood pressure. And again, you can just massage it. So not between the big toe and the second toe, although there's also a point there. You can massage right here. This is a liver point that will calm your liver energy. And then this point is a stomach point, which will help also calm the excess that's going on in your body. So those are several acupressure points that you can do. So I'm going to review them again. One at the top of your head. Breathe and let it out, and breathe and keep massaging it. Like massage it for 3 or 4 or 5 breaths. And then, this side, top of your ear right here. And then between the big toe and the first and the second toe, like right in the web space right there, that point is a liver point that will calm your liver. And then right here between the second and the third toe also will calm your stomach and your blood pressure system. Okay, so those are 4 points that you can massage. There, in my realm of functional medicine, I want to just talk about getting your elements in balance, your minerals in balance. And so often when somebody comes in to see me for a blood pressure evaluation, what I do is a test that's called a Nutrival, and it's an extensive test that looks at your digestion, how your mitochondria are function, your vitamins, minerals, omegas, amino acids, toxins and detoxification pathways, heavy metals, and chemistry of your nervous system. So, a lot of different things. And if your minerals are out of balance, so if you don't, especially magnesium, if you don't have enough magnesium, then your blood pressure can be high. Magnesium regulates over 400 chemical reactions in your body. And so magnesium is important for getting your chemistry in balance. It helps relax your blood vessels, which is one of the important things about blood pressure. And it also helps regulate your heartbeat. So it calms down your whole, and it also calms down your entire nervous system. And magnesium helps your liver as well. So it helps calm down your liver. So if you mix magnesium with glutathione, which is an antioxidant that helps the liver do its job better, that will help lower your blood pressure and that will help balance your system. I had one guy that I took care of for a number of years, and I did that test on him and found certain elements to be out of balance. And he was able to, and he was in his late 70s, and he was able to stay off of medication and just manage his blood pressure using glutathione and magnesium and CoQ10. I'm not saying that that's necessarily what you need, but that's one thing that we could figure out if you did that test. So I hope you found that helpful. And if you have any questions, go ahead and post them on the comments, and I will get back to you and revisit this later. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.